Hey there, my name is Mark Szymanski. Welcome to my second channel. This is the home of my unfiltered thoughts and, quite frankly, what I enjoy doing the most in my entire life because I got a lot of shit going on and it's always been like that. And I've never really I've had a place to talk about it, but haven't, it's not a very good place. Not a very good place to talk about it on your main YouTube channel where you try to make money and all this other shit. So this is my playground, and this is where you're gonna see all the behind the scenes and everything like that. I don't think, as of recording this, I don't think this is gonna be the first video. I have like this plan, a bunch of shit that I want to talk about for this video specifically. That first video on this channel, so you'll know about that video before I do because I didn't film it yet. But anyway, here's the thing. You'll know what this channel is all about. Go watch that video if you didn't. The reason I turned on the camera right now is because I want to try something. I want to go on a mission, and that's what this channel is all about. I want to go on a mission, and I want to tell you a quick story. I don't remember the year. I would need to look it up. Maybe I could look it up real quick for you. But a little while ago, several years ago, actually, at this point, I created a brand called Fueled by Progress. I was actually on a cruise with my family, and I was like, in the Atlantic Ocean, and I was still in the time where I was like hustling, working, even on vacations. And I was like, the year was November 2019, by the way, when this all came to be. I'm on this cruise in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and I'm like, I need a name for like a brand that I want to like. I was following people like Max Tuning, Christian Guzman, and I was like, I need something to create like a sense of community, a podcast around, a clothing apparel brand. I was crazy. And I was like, I need a good name. Like Max Tuning. If you've seen any of my content, you know that I have the same like 6 Ever Forward shirts that I bought years ago and I still wear. And it's just because I love that. I love the idea of Ever Forward. I loved that all back then. I still do. And I was like, just came to me. Like it literally just came to me. Like I can't explain it any other way other than just divine intervention, fueled by progress. And I was like, this is amazing. I'm going not all in on that because I was doing too many other things at the time, but I'm going to create this. Created the LLC. That's another story in a different video. Why I have 6 LLCs. But I created Fueled by Progress LLC, and I created a podcast for it, and I created a YouTube channel for it. I did all the branding. I love doing like brand setup. It's amazing. I'm so good at it, and I'm just attention to detail is amazing and all of that. And I created that. And then I started creating like drop shipping clothing, but like I never really honestly made any money because like I was just using like Printful shit at the time. I wanted to get into the China stuff. I did mess around with Alibaba a little bit, but not much. I didn't really have a passion for clothing. I just wanted clothing with my name on it, my brand name on it. So then I did 82 episodes of Fueled by Progress in my parents' garage, in a shed thing that we had outside my parents' house there, in like a studio setting that, again, we had there and other places. And it was great. Had a lot of really good conversations, mostly with people from my life, like random people from my life. And that was good. It was really good. It helped me conversate more, ask better questions, become a good like interviewer and conversationalist. But now I'm in an interesting position because from my other endeavors, I actually have like contacts that have their own audience and have their own expertise and all these other things, right? And it was a very Joe Rogan-ish vibe back then. And, I feel like I still want to do some of that now. But let me fast forward. That was years ago. That was the last episode on the Fueled by Progress YouTube channel was 4 years ago. I have it pulled up here somewhere. And the funny part is that I recently was like, you know what? I have a lot of people that I really want to talk to in life, like in the people that have found me, the people that have that I've connected with, and the people that I follow and everything, right? Here you go. I'll show you this here. I've connected with so many people, right? This is the Fuel by Progress YouTube channel. I mean, look at the branding. The branding's on point. I'm not saying this is a great
Hello,
logo.
everyone.
Okay, easy. I'm not saying like the the logo and everything like that's fantastic, but like Fuel by Progress, like it's solid. Okay, and this is one of those ones, man, where it's like I found a nugget. I feel like it was one that was not taken, not disturbed. When you find that and you feel good about it, you can't let that go. So back to my story, I recently let it go. I don't know why. I thought, you know what, I should start a podcast again because I have all these new people that I want to talk to. I have this big list, but I don't want to use Fueled by Progress for some reason. And maybe it's because I have all these videos from, you know, yesteryear, but it doesn't matter at all. It's actually kind of cool. And it doesn't matter. Like there's no downside to this. Who gives a fuck? Like where you like what you came from, what you did, what you didn't do, 54 subscribers, who gives a shit? But this name like means something to me. And it doesn't just mean something to me. It's objectively a good fucking name. Like it's in the brand, again, the branding, everything like that. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, why did I deviate? Why did I try to do the MJS podcast? I don't think that's terrible, but it's not great. It's not great. Again, for that one, it was kind of like, oh, PBD podcast or whatever the fuck else podcast. Like, it's not great. I need a strong personal brand, but I need like, I want something that people remember, something that resonates with people. My fucking initials don't resonate with anyone. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Not to mention the branding on that one is ass because I can't get half the stuff. But that's not like don't get caught up there. You don't need that for these types of things. But it's nice. It's a real nice to have. So here's the deal. I think that I'm making some crazy adjustments right now. I'm making a second YouTube channel. As you hear in the other video that I posted before this one, there's a lot of like, I've had a lot of great support and I've had a lot of great feedback. People think I'm distracted, at least a small section of people. I'll tell you what, man, like it's hard to not be distracted when you're trying to do everything yourself. Like you don't have, you know what I mean? Like you don't have a job, you don't have anything, and you just have I used to think I wasn't a visionary, and now I think that I don't think I'm a visionary in that sense, but I definitely like see other people doing stuff and I'm like, that is a good idea, or a variation of it is, or et cetera, or whatever. And then things get kind of instilled within me. And then when I like, there's certain things that I'm really, really good at and I just I can't let go. And this Fueled by Progress thing is just one of them where I'm like, why did I let this go? And I'm not going to leave it go. So I'm making a lot of adjustments right now. At a time in my life where my life is changing rapidly. I'm approaching 30. There's, my wife, we're, thinking about starting a family, things like that. Like there's just a lot of shit happening, right? And I really need an outlet like this where I can just talk. And I don't give a fuck if anybody listens. I have a sneaking suspicion that people will listen and I know people will get a lot out of it. I know. Will it blow up? I don't know. Probably not. But I need this. I really need this. Like it's therapeutic. It's so helpful. It's healthy. And I can't just be talking about, I want to have that channel over there and I want to talk about this. But I don't know if you noticed, like on this channel so far, in this 9 minutes I've been talking, I don't care. I literally don't care about anything. Like it's just, we're talking about what needs to be talked about. And that's one of the reasons I like podcasting too. And I've always liked having those conversations with people, especially when you can get into the realm where you're not interviewing the person, you're just having a conversation. That's what I really like to do. And I know I'm not the only person that likes that. And I know there's a million other people that are vying for attention in that space. but I'm pretty confident that I'm pretty good at it. And I'm just trying to I was going to say I'm just trying to fix things that I've messed up, but I don't really know if I've messed things up. Like the MJS podcast, obviously that's like such a small thing. I only did 2 episodes, and then I've recorded a couple more now, but I'm a big self-reflection, introspection person, and I'm just thinking about all these things right now. I'm thinking, am I going right back to where I was like years ago, where I had like a couple different things going on? And it's not as bad as it was. Because again, like I said earlier, I created like 6 LLCs, and I was doing all sorts of stupid shit, like having everything all super spread out. But my goal with this channel, this second channel, is to show you the behind the scenes, be very real with all the other like stuff going on. Not put it on the main channel. So if you don't want to watch this shit, don't. It's very simple. Just go watch the fucking stuff that I put up about like how to build your agency or how to build websites, whatever. That's what floats your boat, and do that. But I can't be that person. And I've tried to be that person for a really long time. And I felt so guilty putting the shit on that channel. I don't want to go super into this because I'm going to talk about this at length in the other one. I wanted to make this video very specifically about the Fueled by Progress stuff. So here's the long and short of the Fueled by Progress thing. I was sitting here, and I made the decision. I made the decision that I'm bringing Fueled by Progress back. I made the decision that the MJS podcast has had a life of 4 or 5 episodes and had a good run, but it's done. And I'm concerned a little bit because I have podcasts that are like technically on that, but they're not going to get utilized necessarily. And I got to like work around some other things and reset this up. But this name and the vibe and the story around this name and like what it means to me and what it can mean to so many other people. But bro, like I even have a fucking trademark in like 5 different classes for the word Fueled by Progress. Okay. Like this, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't even, it's, I don't know why I'm so stupid. Like, why did I think that I should have abandoned this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Right there. Right there. This is the USPTO database. Right there. Look at that. I had it in mugs, tumblers, all this other shit. Look at that. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? What classes do I have these on? Look at this. I got it in smartphone cases, stickers, backpacks, mugs, tumblers, footwear, entertainment services, podcasts, etc. I mean, what are we doing? I spent like $1,500 or something on this. Like, what are we doing? So, yeah, the long and short of it is Fueled by Progress is coming back. It's not going to be its own business or any shit like that. It's just going to be a property that I own. It's going to be Fueled by Progress as my podcast on its own channel. It's going to be Mark Szymanski, the main channel that helps entrepreneurs and agencies build smarter businesses with WordPress, AI, and automation. Something to that effect. And it's going to be Mark Szymanski too, where it's like my unfiltered thoughts and experiments behind the scenes, just things that don't fit over there in that other one. And I don't care. That's what I'm going to roll with. And I need to bucket another video that I'll do. I don't want these to get too long. But another video that I'll do is I will figure out like exactly what I'm going to do, because the hardest part about being so intrigued in all these other things and being like borderline, like, I don't want to say ADD because I don't actually think that I have that. Some people might think that I have that, but I don't have trouble focusing like focusing like on something. I just have trouble like thinking and feeling like I have to do one thing for the rest of my life. Scares the fuck out of me. Partially why I quit my job so many years ago. So, yeah, I already feel better after 15 minutes of just talking into this camera on a second channel like this. So this is fantastic. I'm super excited about this. I'm not saying that this is the best such situation or setup ever. I'm not saying that I'm never going to deviate again, but I do feel now that like I feel very, very strongly over the course of my tenure so far in like life, professional, career, YouTube, all this stuff that sometimes you cannot actually move forward and do the next thing until something very specific happens, until you get to a certain point and there's some sort of catalyst. And with Fueled by Progress here, I think that I don't know what happened to me. I'm not very spiritual. Was raised like religious Catholic, but I believe in there's some higher power and all that sort of stuff. Maybe we can get into that in future videos. But I some about it, man. I don't even know why I wanted to turn on I mean, I know why I want to turn the camera, but I don't even know how I got there. I have this sheet of paper here, okay? And it says decide on channel podcasts, right? And it says either option 1, revive FBP, or make a new channel for MJS podcast, because right now everything's on my main channel. Or I don't know. And I wrote down revive FBP. And I was like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do it. Is this a monumental decision? No. Is it the right decision? I don't know. Do I feel good about it? Yeah. Am I going to do it? Yeah. So that's all I got for you. Fueled by Progress. It's coming back. We're going to move some things around. We're going to do what we can. And I think people are going to be very happy to be coming on Fueled by Progress. So if you're watching this, do me a solid and go subscribe over there if you enjoy the stuff that I do. Because we're going to need some people to watch that show. Because there's going to be no subscribers over there. But I appreciate you guys. And I really like this idea. This is my last thought. I really, really like this idea of starting this channel and potentially like essentially Fueled by Progress from basically zero. Because I've gotten this channel, as of recording this right now, has been live for like 12 hours. Like people have known about it for about 24 hours. And I have about like 22 subscribers. Not a big number whatsoever. But it does show me that I have 22 people that give a fuck enough about me. And like not just, it's not even like I'm close friends with those 22 people. I don't know all of them, right? And I appreciate you if you're one of them, right? But just the meta. I'm not even like extremely close friends with every single person. Know them online, maybe some events, different things like that, whatever. And I appreciate every single one of you. But the thing is, like, you have to start to realize that that sect of people cared enough to go over and do that. So it's like they're one level up from the other people that watch just about the one particular content type and topic. It's just an interesting thing. So I'm trying to learn more about that and think about that. Keep that in mind. That's all I got for this one. I'll talk to you in the next one.